What I'm gonna do is next week, I'm gonna bring my tablet. My tablet has its own Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a cell phone.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna set that up, and you log in to Facebook Live. And we set that tablet up. It has a front camera on it, so we can see it, and you can respond. We can do it that way.
Okay.
You live?
Yeah.
And then when we go live, we'll put the, like I'm playing music now, we put the headphone right into the
I'm at 20% though.
right into the phone,
But it'll
and
make it.
then they can't hear us talking. All they'll hear is the radio, and then we can still talk like we're doing now.
Okay, I got you. All right. You want to try back in?
So we'll do about 30 minutes.
Huh?
I mean, like, I mean, this is like, I'm at about 20%, but we'll be alright.
Plug your thing in.
What? I don't have it.
Yeah.
Mine is different. Mine is different.
It got to be the same with this phone over here.
No, it's not. It's a VHS. It's a USB-C. I got mine in the car. I just need the wall charger part.
Man, this dude always being difficult. He gets on my nerves, for real. Somebody come get him. He's about to get on my nerves, y'all. It's all love. Y'all see my shirt? Sophista Ratchet. Toshiba, your phone always buffering.
That's too funny. That's too funny. Yeah, all I need is the charger part. That's what we come back in
that chair, waiting for me to take you back.
Yeah.
Hold on,
I mean, we still live. They can see what's going on. Y'all. Toshiba say shut up, Tootie. So look at here. We playing, music is playing. Hopefully, we want you guys to be able to, start logging in so that you can see, so that you can hear the music that we're playing when we're on the break. And so that way we can get, more viewers through the online radio. But we appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you listening, because we are truly here to help, to empower, to inspire. That's what we're here for.
LifelineRadio.online. We need to talk. Relationship Empowerment Solutions. We're here to help you. So join in each and every Sunday, 5 to 7. You can leave questions and comments on our email, resdt17@gmail.com. Or also you can you can visit us on Facebook at Relationship Empowerment Solutions. And while the show is going on, you can, if you want to get a song on the radio, you can call in and request or email us your request. The number is 346-814-4913. LifelineRadio.online. So we got a plug-in part for the
No, I just have my iPhone part. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have it.
I think Bishop got one over there.
Yeah, he probably got one.
Listen. Good, perfect.
So I'm trying to see if it. I was like, Y'all.
Look at it. It ain't no wind blowing in this room. I don't know what's going on with our house.
So in between while the music's playing, we just be all the way turned up. It's just how it is, So we don't know. But they always talking about me. I don't understand. Like, for real? I mean, I'm outnumbered already as it is. But this sucker over here always got something to say all the time.
You see this face? Y'all know. Yeah, now y'all know I do not be doing nothing.
I mean,
what I be doing? I don't know what you're talking about.
Getting on my nerves. That's what you're doing.
All right, we got DJ Throat over there. Got Ron Oddly going live over here. We're trying to get back. We're trying to get back to the show. Yeah, over there going in.
You ready?
Yeah. All right, we about to go back. Go back live.
All right, y'all, we're back. Hope you enjoyed the show thus far. Thanks for our special guest, Mr. Bashe Williams. Like I said, you can catch him on Instagram, Facebook, and he also has a YouTube channel. So I want to just talk about one thing that he said about if a guy tells you that he just wants to be by himself or he has some things that he's going through, and then the next week he's with a woman, let me tell y'all, if he calls you 3 months later, don't answer that phone. Don't answer the phone. Don't talk to him, because by then we over with it anyway. So if he's missing you and he's doing all those things, oh, I thought about it. That's cool. I don't know what you want me to do because you thinking. Don't answer that phone.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna jump in, fellas. If that go for us too, we sitting there and 3 months done went by, and you get a phone call. They doing the same thing. They done changed their mind. This ain't one sided.
See, this is the thing. When we talk about, they always say the grass is green on the other side. So DJ Throw said that they actually, what'd you say? It was AstroTurf?
Yeah, it was AstroTurf. It burned different than real grass.
So here's the thing. AstroTurf versus grass. See, AstroTurf is already, because we're in like a microwave, type of deal, a generation, they want everything that's instant, they want everything that's fast. AstroTurf, it looks pretty, it doesn't take a whole lot of maintenance, and it doesn't change pretty much. It's very superficial.
Let me help you out. AstroTurf don't cook. AstroTurf won't clean. AstroTurf won't know how to build a home. But that real grass, the reason it's real grass and it dries out and it turns green is because it's living life. It's actually producing life. It's doing something worthy. It's cooking. So it needs nourishment. It's cleaning. It's caring for us and tending to us like it was made to do. Like that's what God made grass to do. It turns green. It's nourishment. But AstroTurf got his nails done. It's got his hair done. AstroTurf is
grass do that too.
Grass do that too. But see, grass does that when it's flourishing, when it's being nourished.
Right.
See, now we're gonna say, AstroTurf. I mean, when you nourish a home,
right,
it flourishes.
Most definitely.
So, and what I'm using that as a what you call it. Analogy.
Yeah.
But when you're taking care of your spouse, they shine.
Most definitely.
So if you see somebody and they always together and they looking good, and then you see them again and they're apart and they looking raggedy, it could be something going on, and it could not be because, like my wife said, when I leave the house, I'm representing you. Yeah. And when I leave the house, I'm representing her because I left the house one day and just had on just an old T-shirt and shoes, babe. You got more shirts than that, and but you want to make sure that we're representing one another, and not just thinking about yourself. That's what relationships do. You actually are thinking about the other person. I mean, I get teased a lot because I send my wife flowers often. Right. If I'm thinking about it in a day, I'll send her flowers. Right. I think for Valentine's Day, that was a question. Men, do you get flowers too? My wife has sent me flowers. I'll accept them. Yeah. And then she better know when I re-gift her some more flowers, it's going to be bigger than the one she sent me. So,
do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that, fellas? Flowers.
Yeah, flowers. It's the little things. If
right.
You want that, I was at a conference last night, Matters of the Heart, and me and my wife spoke, and I really enjoyed that. The bishop, thank you for inviting me out to that to speak. It was a true blessing being a part of that. But the thing about it, my segment was keeping the fire burning. How do you keep the fire burning in a relationship? You keep a fire burning in a relationship by we got a caller calling in. Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there? Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
All right. Who do we have calling in now?
This is Celia.
All right. You have a comment you want to make on something we're talking about now?
Yes, I wanted to say something before we get too far. It was a question, and you said something about Valentine's Day.
Yes, ma'am.
And, you know, that's a topic. It used to be a woman's holiday.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, times have changed. And now it's considered a shared holiday.
Uh-huh.
So me and my friend want to know that, say, if you're in a relationship with someone and they say that they don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but you do, should that person compromise because you do, even though they don't?
Yeah.
I would say yeah, because the thing about that is if you're in a relationship and you're saying you truly love the other person, then it's going to take compromise, and it's going to take you being able to bend from what you. Now I'm not saying bend over in a direction you don't normally bend for somebody, but if you're in love with this person and y'all in a relationship, I'm gonna say yeah, you're gonna have to do things during that relationship that you may not want to do. I mean, that's I like looking at cars and going to gun shows, and my wife can care less about cars and going to gun shows, but we compromise. She'll come with me and see to those gun shows and car shows, and then I gotta go to shopping and pack them bags and go see them girly movies that I don't like, but I go and do it because we're compromising. So yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do things in a relationship that you wouldn't do as a single person. And so if somebody says that they don't celebrate Valentine's Day, usually it's an emotional connection, and that it's usually something that happened to them in their past that made them not want to celebrate, or they actually have some other stuff going on, and that's why they're not wanting to celebrate. But if they truly love you, the celebration, they wouldn't even look at it as just a day. They'll look at it as just them celebrating their significant other, and they would want to make their significant other happy. So if they don't normally celebrate Valentine's Day because maybe it was just some history behind it that you know, historically it was a very bad day for them, but if they're with somebody and they truly love this person, they would do what they have to do to celebrate this person, whether it's something they wouldn't do on a normal day.
That's understood.
Yeah, I mean, you had any other question or input that you have for us?
I had a question, but I didn't write it down, so I forgot.
Okay, everybody that's tuning in, the caller that we have is Miss Celia Washington. She's calling in from Atlanta, Georgia. Excuse me. I had the pleasure of working with Miss Washington on a project called The Conversation, and it was actually a book on relationships. Basically, we conducted basically an interview between a man and a woman, pretty much like shedding a light on how women think and how men think, and we put everything together and came up with the project. She's a renowned author. She has several projects out there. You can follow her on ruggedbaggage.com. She's also on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So, Ms. Washington, if you want to give them your information, that'd be great.
That is my information.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, again, we want to thank you for calling. We definitely, I know your work. I've seen the perspective that you come from on Facebook. I follow and comment all the time. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll get you set up to call in next week, whatever topic that we're going to be discussing next week, and you can shed some light on, give us your insight on, the topic that we'll be discussing.
Okay, that's fine.
Now wait a minute, because I want to hear some more about this book. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the conversation. Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it was, how did it start out? Like, I told what I was looking for in a relationship, my must have, and then he did the same. And then the second part was
Our relationship.
we asked each other questions. Like, I did a survey and asked a whole bunch of women questions, and then I asked him, and then he did the same to me. He asked the hard questions.
He asked the hard
He had the hard. So what? So give me an example of one of the hard questions he asked.
You asking me or him?
You.
No, you. What's one of the hard questions that he asked as far as the input in the book that was kind of made you kind of take a minute to think on before you answered?
I can't really remember the one that kind of took me by surprise or whatever. It was something about something had to do with the bedroom.
Do you remember what it was, Ghost? Well, first of all, hold on. Before we ask, do you remember? Can you share the mild version of the question for
PG?
Okay, I believe the one that she's talking about, because she gave her input on it, and it had something to do with a certain level of performance in the bedroom.
Okay.
And contrary to popular belief, there are some women that have their limitations, whereas some people think that it's automatic, or I guess something that's automatic, or no question about whether you should conduct a certain act. We're gonna keep it PG-13 for Sunday, because it was Sunday evening. But just use your imagination.
Yeah.
And so we both shared our perspective on that. So, and then with that being said, it's kind of like, is it a deal breaker? Is it, because some people, it's obviously, most people who are, I guess you say, for instance, if you're married, there's no limitations as to what goes on in the bedroom. But I mean, if someone has their own personal reservations about that, then, there may be some issues. So, but that was one of the questions that we conversated about in the book.
So that's what you guys conversed about?
Yes, converse.
Hot topic, huh? All right. Well, I had a question, and it just slipped my mind. Well, while we have it here, we're talking. The topic for this show is about breakups. You have any a story you want to share about that, or a comment you want to make on something that we've been saying? I don't know if you've been listening the whole while or not.
Oh yeah, I was listening the whole while, and I actually I wrote down the grade steps. And like as you were saying each one, I was like, okay, I've done that page, went through that one. The only one that I didn't experience, and I really don't care to, is the vindication. Because I really don't need to ask you why. You've already shown me why.
Yeah,
And then, I'm in stage E.
Right.
So I do appreciate that.
Most definitely. Well, we definitely look forward to having you on our show next week and to discussing the things that we know that's going to empower some relationships and kind of almost save some lives, because people really don't know that when you're going through certain emotions, it definitely is life or death situation. It's not physically life or death, but emotionally life or death.
Yeah.
Because you can either do one or two things. You can either grow and become a better person and become more enlightened with who you are as a person, or you can definitely become that person that becomes mean and surly and that becomes cruel and never wants to let love in again. So those are the two. That's usually how it goes. So we look forward to talking to you next week. Thank you for calling in and giving us your input, and we truly do appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right.
So, I tell you what, I only had this one little input because, breakups, it is what it is. But I got, like I said, if that person calls you 3 months down the line because they thought they found something better, it's up to you if you want to pursue that again or not. Just know that when somebody shows you who they are, truly believe it. Now, people can change. I believe they can change. But during the process of breakups, change happens on both sides. So the person that may have did the breaking up, they may have, thought about it and realized, I really missed something really good. And the person that's dealing with the emotion that wasn't ready for the breakup, they become a different person. they become a different person, and they've healed from that. So, you know, when you're trying to get your emotions intact, we moved on. Who's on that side. But that's one thing. Don't let them call back. Know that you are worth more than what they're giving you, because there were signs that they didn't think that you were worth as much as you feel inside of yourself. We can't let somebody else make us feel insignificant. We have to truly know that we are a whole person. Nobody can complete you. You are whole. They can only compliment you.
That's right. They can only add to it.
They can only add to it. And at number 3, I'm gonna piggyback on what DJ Throw said, talking about, you know, grass, and that we are, you know, in this, it's human nature for us to go through things, and how you have to grow because it's a living thing. One thing I do know about living things, that they are fertilized, and in the fertilizer there is manure. You know, y'all call it something else, but it's manure. We got emojis for it. You know, it's manure. So in order to grow and to flourish and actually become green and actually to produce more seeds, you have to go through a lot of manure in order for that to happen. That I do know. Well, that's our time, y'all. We do appreciate y'all for watching. We appreciate you for tuning in online. Follow us on our Facebook page, RES, at Facebook. Also, you can follow me, Carrie versus Tootie, Carrie _VS _TOOTIE. You can follow Ghost. You can follow DJ Throw. We have all the information on our page. We thank you. Give us a shout out. Share our videos. Listen to us online. And tune in next week, Sunday, 5 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It was real, y'all. We out.
Once again, thanks for tuning in to Lifeline Radio Online. We need to talk. This week we discussed breakups. We had licensed therapist, Mr. Paul Williams, call in from Washington, D.C. You can go follow him on Facebook. Look up Bashay Williams on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And then also...
we put the information on our page.
Yeah, the information is on our page. You can look up on Facebook, Relationship Empowerment Solutions on Facebook. And also, what else we got?
We have, his name is Bashay Williams, but on Facebook, he's Paul Williams. And it's spelled BASHAE, Williams. And so you can follow him. He has a YouTube page also, and he has a book coming out. Also, we were talking about the book that Ghost and Celia Washington put out called The Conversation. You can look that up. It's available for purchase now. Also, look out for more seminars that we have. DJ Throw, that he did one yesterday. We talked about it last week. And so a lot more things to come for the RES Dream Team. We truly do appreciate it. It has been fun. It's a learning process for all of us. It's a very new show, but stick around with us. I promise you it's going to get better.
Hey, don't forget, we do DJing service. Bracy right here do that photography work right there. I help out a little bit, but he the master at all that. I do the DJing. Y'all need any commercials done, any videos shot, please give us a call, okay?
That's what's up, y'all. Dealing with them every day, especially this one. Get on my nerves.
I don't really know what she's talking about. I just sit here and hold a camera.
If you want to do any advertising too, let us know. We'll put a shout out for you right here online and Facebook online. We'll do your advertising. We'll come out and do a little short commercial for you, and do every week we'll plug you in.
So give us a call at 346-814-4913, or leave us an email at resdt17@gmail.com. LifelineRadio.online, and look for us on Facebook at Relationship Empowerment Solutions. Until next time.